Hi, my name is Mary Pat McKee, and we live here at the Hotel du Nux in Toulouse, France. Normally I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, but my husband is over here working on a project for the next year. We do come back and forth at times, and I would be delighted to participate in the next Master Chef. Welcome to my courtyard. We just spent the past couple of hours at the market, and now I'd like to prepare dinner for you. It's a Sunday market where you can buy a little bit of everything. Come follow me and see where we get our fruits and vegetables.
Salle, c'est dans une grande salle des pâtes.
Today we're going to get potatoes, carrots, and some duck breast to make a delicious dish. It's got the feet on it. So here we have our live magrette, well, soon to be. Okay, for our side dish today, I'm going to do my take on a Pommes Anna. What I'm using is a combination of 3 different kinds of potatoes, our red potato, white potato, and then a sweet potato. What I've recently found is a safety glove to work with my mandolin. So I slice the potatoes thin, and then I stack them, and then I roast them, and here is our finished product right now coming out of the oven. For the spiced duck, we are making a Beurre Rouge sauce. So I'm adding my chunks of cold butter to my reduction of my Gaillac wine from our region, along with vinegar and shallots, which have been strained. So here is the duck breast that I bought at the market. In general, I have found that I can get them with the leg on, and that way that I can take the leg off right here, remove the skin and fat, and then render the fat later and save that for other uses when I'm roasting vegetables or things like that. So I just take the leg off, and it comes off very, very nicely. I've got that for rendering, and now what I do is I take my blend of sauces or spices and herbs and sprinkle it all over the duck breast. What's a combination of some ancho chili, garlic powder, cumin, and a few other things that we like to have. And then I pat these in and do both sides so that we get a very nice blend. And then this duck breast will go into the food sealer. And what we do with the food sealer is so that we can put the duck breast into my sous vide machine. So once we've got it sealed, put it in here, into the nice vacuum channel, close it, lock it, get it going. And when all the air is sucked out, hit the seal button. and it's almost, so sous vide is something that I had heard and read about, but just thought it was beyond the capabilities of my kitchen. However, if you have a husband who's a mechanical engineer, he can rig your crock pot to a temperature control device so that you have your very own sous vide machine in your kitchen. So I've got my vacuum sealed duck breast. I've got the crock pot set for 59 degrees centigrade, and I dump this in and it cooks to a perfect mid-rare temperature. So in we go to the sous vide, and then I have plenty of time to concentrate on all of the other things. I looked through my vast collection of cookbooks and found a carrot puree with a chorizo piece on top of it. The carrot puree is just the most simple thing ever. You boil the carrots and then you use a hand blender and blend them with a little bit of butter, cumin powder, salt and pepper. And that's about all there is. And what I'm going to do is use this for the base, then slice thin the duck breast and lay it on top. Once the duck breast comes out of the sous vide, I leave it in generally for about 4 hours so that it gets that nice mid-rare. But what I don't like about sometimes cooking duck breast is that at points when you are trying to get it to the right temperature, there's other areas in it that just seem a little too raw for me. The sous vide is an even temperature cooking, but yet it still needs to be a little bit browned on both sides. So I take it out of its vacuum and then I brown it on both sides to get a good sear, and then what I do is slice it up.
Okay.
Now that it's seared on both sides, I cut thin slices, and look how beautiful it is on the inside. Nice and pink, yet moist and tender. Quite delicious. For your dinner. Here I put the puree of carrots on your plate. Take the duck breast. Get that in a nice even row. Right like that. Then I've got the Parmesan. And last but not least, we've got the Bear Rouge. Take my ladle. Serve up a nice portion. And there you are, dinner is served. So since moving to France, what I've been able to do is have more time for my favorite hobby, collecting cookbooks and going to the market. What I generally will do is go to the market and buy the things that look most delicious to me, bring them home, and then figure out a meal from there. This was a combination of trying to come up with things that are able to be made both in the United States but using local fresh ingredients from France. I would be delighted to be a contestant on your show, and I wish that I had the opportunity in October to see you in Columbus, because that's where I would go.